It was a rainy evening in early spring when Sarah, a wildlife rehabilitator, was called to a small park on the outskirts of town. A passerby had reported finding an abandoned animal, and when Sarah arrived, she was shocked to discover it was a young monkey, barely 6 months old, trembling in the bushes. Its large brown eyes were wide with fear, and it clung to a tree branch as though it was terrified of being touched. Without hesitation, Sarah approached the little creature, her heart breaking for the tiny animal that had been left alone. She spoke softly, trying to reassure it. "Hey, little one, I'm here to help you," she said as she extended her hand. The monkey hesitated, but after a moment, it cautiously hopped down from the branch and into her arms. The moment Sarah cradled the monkey, it relaxed into her embrace, its tiny fingers gripping her arm in a mix of trust and need. "You're safe now," she whispered, her mind racing as she examined the monkey for any injuries. There were none, just an overwhelming sense of abandonment. Sarah knew that taking in an exotic animal like this would require a special kind of care, but she was determined to give this little one a fighting chance. She named him Leo, after the brave spirit she saw in his eyes. She set up a space in her home, complete with a soft bed and plenty of space to climb. Over the next few weeks, she worked tirelessly to help Leo adjust, offering him fresh fruit, toys, and attention to build his trust. But as days turned into weeks, Sarah started noticing something strange. Leo wasn't like any monkey she had ever cared for. While most young monkeys would be energetic and playful, Leo seemed almost too attached. He followed her everywhere, into the kitchen, the bathroom, even when she went to bed at night. He would curl up beside her, mimicking her actions and trying to copy her every move. Sarah chalked it up to the bond they had formed during his recovery, but deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more. One evening, as Sarah sat on the couch reading a book, she noticed Leo was acting especially restless. He paced around the living room, chattering under his breath. Sarah smiled, thinking he was just being playful, but then the unthinkable happened. Without warning, Leo climbed up her leg, jumped onto her lap, and with surprising speed, grabbed the book she was reading, tearing it apart with his tiny hands. "Leo, no!" Sarah exclaimed, trying to take the book from him, but the monkey screeched loudly, startling her. In that moment, Leo's behavior shifted dramatically. His eyes, once full of curiosity, turned wild and frantic, and Sarah realized this wasn't just a pet. Leo wasn't just a monkey. He was a wild animal, and no amount of love or care could change that. The situation grew more intense over the following days. Leo began showing signs of aggression, especially when Sarah tried to leave the house. He would climb on her, shrieking and tugging at her clothes as if to keep her from leaving. The bond they had was unmistakable, but Leo's natural instincts were overpowering. He was no longer the timid, scared creature she had rescued from the park. He was becoming a danger to her. One day, as Sarah tried to exit her house to run errands, Leo lunged at her, biting her arm in a sudden outburst of panic. The bite wasn't deep, but it was enough to draw blood. The reality hit Sarah hard. Leo was not a domesticated animal, and she could no longer provide the care he needed. Despite the deep love she had for him, she knew it was time to call in the experts. The shocking truth was undeniable. Leo, while a rescue, was a wild monkey at heart. As much as she wanted to keep him safe, she understood the best thing for him was to be returned to a sanctuary where he could be among his own kind and live out his natural instincts. With a heavy heart, Sarah made the difficult decision to place Leo in a reputable wildlife sanctuary. When she drove him there, she felt a mixture of sadness and relief. As the gate closed behind him, Leo turned one last time to look at her, and for a brief moment, their eyes met. In that fleeting glance, Sarah knew she had done the right thing. It was a shocking lesson for Sarah. No matter how much love and care you give, some animals are meant to roam free, untouched by human hands. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe for more interesting videos, like and share this video. Have a nice day.